Now, I do want to tell you guys, don't be afraid of the pom-poms and the tambourines, because there's a moment in today's program that you're going to want to shake, rattle, and roll. So,
now remember, if you are in, you are here.
okay, don't be afraid of the pom-poms.
If you have a pom-pom or anything in front of you, that is yours for today. Okay, that's yours for today.
Like I said, don't be afraid to shake, rattle, and roll. All right, so let's get started. Welcome to team meeting April 2026. Okay, we're going to start with our mission. Our mission is to install a culture of community while providing our people with every competitive advantage to lead big lives because you deserve it. I need to get on this side, y'all. Sorry. And then our vision is to be the driving force in the real estate industry, and we truly are that, guys. Then our Lone Star mission, our mission is to be the powerhouse where entrepreneurs thrive, leaders emerge, and where agents build lasting wealth. Together we create, am I okay? Okay, we create let's see, where are we? We create the most connected, high-performing, and culturally rich real estate community. And our vision, to unite 360 top-producing agents through bold goals, high standards, and a shared passion for growth. We empower our community of agents with elite training, culture, leadership, and support, so they don't just succeed, they lead. So that was written by our ALC last year. And then we have our beliefs. I'm going to let y'all read these ones. Melinda, you want to start us with the win-win?
Absolutely, win-win or no deal.
Thank you. Brian, you want to?
Integrity, do the right thing.
You're next. No, but you're my Brian, you know. Okay.
Customers always come first.
Love it.
Commitment in all things.
Perfect.
Communication, seek first to understand.
Thank you.
Is it me?
Yep.
Creativity, ideas before results.
Perfect.
Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more.
That's right.
Trust starts with honesty.
Perfect. Let's go back there to Teresa. You're new. We're going to let you just be new for today.
Slide, equity, opportunities for all.
Success results through people.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right, and then I'm glad that we're with the Williams over there. Alois, would you read this one for me?
The whole thing?
Sure.
To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
That's amazing. We live that one, don't we?
Yes.
I'm reading the bottom.
Oh, okay, yeah. The MVVBP. It's only a tongue twister, no problem. All right, so the first thing we do in all meetings is we fill buckets. So, is there a microphone to pass around, Mr. Serban?
Debbie has it.
Oh, Debbie has it.
Please read off of this, not that.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so anybody have a bucket to fill?
I do. The first Melinda.
Stand up, tell us.
Oh.
Stand up.
First, her.
This is Melinda?
No. Yeah.
Melinda?
No. No. Yeah, Melinda. That's what I'm saying.
Melinda.
Yeah.
That's Melinda.
Yeah, Melinda. That's why she said, sorry, make me confused.
You're fine.
Yeah, and the first bucket to her because she's the one teaching me how do I connect with the office phone and I should be here And then second bucket for Mike, without appointment, without he, teach me how to work the Lone Star, the new software. And then now I'm able to do that,
Love it.
this one. This
Love
one.
it.
Both of
Thank you. All right, pass that along. Anybody else got a bucket?
Here, pass back here, please. Dankeschön. Oh, I have to stand?
Yeah, you got to stand up.
Oh, okay. I want to feel. I'm acting like I'm reading, but I'm not.
Okay, you're not.
I want to feel Jordan. I want to feel Jordan's bucket.
Okay.
He's a new agent here. He has really been here only 3 days, and you talk about plugged in. He is wearing me out, but he keeps me on top. He's keeping me on top of his game. I look forward to seeing all the successful things that you're going to do. The reason I'm recognizing you because I'm recognizing you in front of all of us, so that adds more accountability to you. We want to see you succeed. Keep doing what you're doing. Man, you're off to a great start.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for that, Ron. I appreciate that. Anybody here brand new? This is your first meeting? Your first team meeting? Stand up. This one you're in. You got to stand up. You have to stand up. Yeah, now you got to stand up. Welcome, guys. She's so brand new, she's still interviewing. Like, yeah, that's how new she is. All right, I love it. Okay, any more buckets? All right. Well, I want to fill Teresa Bethke's bucket. She has Red Day is not easy. If anybody's ever had to plan Red Day, you know is not easy. And Teresa has overcome obstacle after obstacle, challenge after challenge, and she's made it happen. So we're really excited about Red Day. So thank you for doing all that. It hasn't been easy, and we know it. All right, so Judy, this is your fun part.
Yes, I would like to say to all of our amazing agents, happy work anniversary. If you are in this room, I want you to stand up. We have some awesome numbers. I think this one might be 2 instead of 22. However, look at those awesome numbers. Look at Lori. Lori is celebrating 19 years with us.
Nice, Lori.
Christine Croft,
15.
15 years with us.
And I came back in April the second time, just so y'all know.
So we want to say happy anniversary to all of our family members. We would not be a family without you. So here's to you in another
Yes.
year.
So very happy to be here, guys. All right.
And so these are birthdays. So one of our staff members, I'm not going to name his name, but
There's only one guy on staff.
He's only one guy on staff. He does not like when we sing happy birthday to you. He's
No.
like, that's just like, no. So come on, guys, for everyone that is celebrating a birthday,
Stevie Wonder
let's go
style.
Stevie Wonder. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday, guys.
to ya. All right.
Okay, come on, yes.
But
Happy birthday, Mike. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
nice.
Here's to another blessed birthday. We pray that this year would be the most
work anniversary?
amazing year that you have.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. All right. So here's all the new family members. They've signed their paperwork. Have you signed your paperwork? All right. So, I guess they're in. There they are. Sherry Strong, Dorian Strong, Gabby's over here. So we already did kind of a little stand up, but you guys were in class. So welcome aboard, guys. We're glad you're here. All right, so we've had some pretty good things that have happened to some of our agents. So we want to share this information. Veronica Cruz, her first closing. So love that. Brian.
Way to go, Brian!
I love it. And then Dawn Summerall. Now, you guys, you might remember you saw her doing the same thing last month. Well, she closed on one property the day before team meeting, and then she closed on this one the day after. Wow. So she had 2. All right, let's celebrate the Ron Williams. This is where you shake, rattle, and roll. Everybody stand up. Shake, rattle, and roll. This guy, yes. Our very own Ron Williams has won the Regional Cultural Award. That means out of the almost 4,000 agents across the Groma network, we said our Ron is the best culture fit out there. Thank you, Ron. We appreciate you. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You got a speech for us? Where's the microphone? Where's the microphone?
Now, first of all, I like to say, I gotta have my. Thank you. Wow, y'all always put me on the spot.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. No, really, we talk about things that really change your lives, and when you think about things that change your life, you think about getting married, you think about the birth of your kids, and I don't take that lightly when I say things that changed my life. Coming to Keller Williams, it changed my life. It changed the mentality. The culture has always been absolutely phenomenal. Even when I think I'm out of culture, I have some great accountability partners who kind of put me back in place. Miss Melinda, Michiko, they put me back in place and helped me to realize how important the office truly is and what we want from the office and how we want the office to grow. Because when you leave home, you leaving your family to come to another family. And I love the transition from going to one family to another family. So I thank you guys for holding me accountable. I thank you guys for being my other family, my newest member of my family. And I look for just a continuous opportunity to continue to grow here and continue to build our culture.
I love that. Thank you, Ron. Guys, and that's how winners think. Thank you, Ron. All right, so now we're going to get into our production and talk about some winners there.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to congratulate our top groups, top teams, top individuals for closed units. And congratulations, top groups, closed units, the Klein Real Estate Team. Number 2, On the Move, DFW with 10 units. And top groups closed, Laura Smith with 13 units. All right, guys, congratulations to top teams closed units. Number 3, the Mannion Group with 4 units. He's out there.
He's going like this.
All right, number 2, the Christianberry Group with 6 units. And number 1 top teams closed unit is the Ashford Bobo Team with 7 units. Now, guys, I want to tell you the difference between a group and a team. Can anyone tell? Do you know the difference between a group and a team? Sure. Team is only 2. More than 2. Group is more than 2. Love it. All right, congratulations, top individuals. That's just one, guys. Top individuals, closed units. Number 3, Lori Flaherty with 5 units. Number 2, Terry Coble with 6 units. And number 1, Sagun Sareza, we know him as Sam, with 8 units. All right, emerging agents closed units. These are people who've been in the business less than 12 months. Number 3, Hennessy Bounds, 2 units. Number 2, Sydney Finch, 5 units. Number 1, Brian Wright with 6 units. This is when y'all shake, rattle, and roll for that guy. I'm just saying. All right. Okay, congratulations to our top groups, top teams, top individuals for listings taken units. Congratulations, top groups, listings taken units. Number 3, the Coister Team with 7 units. Number 2, Laura Smith Real Estate Team with 12 units. And number 1, On the Move with 12 units. Now, when they're tied like this, it comes down to GCI. So, On the Move made more money than Laura Smith Real Estate Team, and I don't know what that difference was. So, congratulations, top teams, listings taken units. Number 3, the Mannion Group with 3 units. Number 2, the Christianberry Group with 5 units. And number 1, the Ashford Bobo Team with 8 units. All right, congratulations, top individuals, listing taken units. Number 3, Terry Coble with 2 units. Number 1, Lakeisha Williams with 3 units. She's back there somewhere. There it is. And number 1, Lori Flaherty with 4 units. All right, the Home Run Award is 1 listing, 1 written, and 1 closing in 1 month. And we have Amanda Ryan, Anna Valdez, Brandy Kelly, Christina Serta, David Rayburn, Dorinda Jenkins, Lakeisha Williams, Don Sumraw, Jackie Jennings, Jean Christianberry, Carrie Lindstrom, Laura Smith, Kelly White, Sam Sharesta, Lori Flaherty, Michelle Klein, Michiko Jackson, Nikki Wolf, Ray Bobo, and Terry Coble. So shake, rattle, and roll. All right, guys, Grand Slam Awards go to Lakeisha Williams. Now, Lakeisha got this award because she had one listing, one written, one closing, and one recruit in 1 month. So, way to go. She actually had 2 recruits, so. Way to go. Agents that capped this month, Kate Kistler, Michelle Klein, and Patty Taylor. So, that means they don't pay the market center anything else. They get 100% of their money. So, I don't know what job's going to give you a 20% raise because you did your job. I'm just saying. All right, congratulations, Profit Share Awards. And number 3, we have Amber Wimberly. Number 2, Lori Flaherty. And number 1, Jackie Jennings. And a Profit Share Award means that we've shared our profit with these agents. So, just to let you know. Groundwork graduates, Connie Cervente. Where's she at? There we go. Connie's graduated groundwork. Culture Award goes to Dion Brown. All right, and then the Training Award goes to Sherry Strong and Dorian Strong. Way to go, y'all. Just so you know, they're not sisters. They're mother and daughter. All right, let's see here. And Recruiting Award goes to Lakeisha Williams.
Afterwards, you can stand up here and take a picture with it too if you want. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. She had 2 recruits and she had 4 referrals. So we're still working on those other 2, Lakeisha. All right, iFinder. So iFinder, we have 2 of our agents, Lori Flaherty and Brad Masters, who have completed closings in March with iFinder. Does anyone use iFinder in their business here? Ingrid, would you mind sharing with us what does iFinder do for you as an agent?
It gives my sellers an additional choice. It helps them when they're trying to decide what direction should they go. Should they sell as is and to an investor, or should they do a few things and go on the market? And they like the quickness of the close because typically it's a cash closing, couple of weeks. So it gives them an opportunity to move on with other things.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Just so y'all know, the mastermind was this Tuesday, but if you are not getting emails about the mastermind and you're certified iFinder, send an email to this email address and get on their mailing list so that you too can join their masterminds. Any questions about iFinder? All right, let's get more names on that iFinder list. All right, Teresa, you want to tell us about, you have to come up and get a microphone and tell us about Red Day. It's Red Day.
So May 14th, it's on a Thursday. For those of you that don't know what Red Day is, it is a day of service where, and this is a global initiative that we do within the Keller Williams world. If you're associated with Keller Williams, the premise is to take the day away from real estate, take the day off, and give back to the communities that you serve in. And so this year, you've probably seen a few notifications out there, but we're going to have a group that's going to go to Mission Arlington and help them out organizing and doing the things that they need to do for the people of the community. And then we're going to have another group that's going to go to the Arlington Animal Services, the shelter on Green Oaks, and help do a clear the shelter, exercise some of the animals, and do some grounds maintenance for them, some planting and things like that. So some beautification efforts. We also have our Wichita Falls satellite location. They're going to do, they've already kind of got that in hand, but they're partnered with Home for Freedom, where they build tiny homes for military veterans. And so that's one of the other things that's kind of attached to our Market Center here. So what we're going to do that morning, on that Thursday morning, we're all going to meet here at 8 o'clock in the morning for a kickoff. We have breakfast that's going to be sponsored, so come and get your breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then from 9 to 1, we'll go to our respective locations. And then after that, we're all going to meet back up and maybe a TBD lunch. The location is, we're still working on that. So we're all going to meet together and have some lunch. We've got wonderful sponsors that are going to take care of that too. So any questions about Red Day?
Teresa, did if you RSVP'd in advance, you got a free T-shirt. Do we are those T-shirts here? Is it time to hand those out? Did we get all of 50 shirts? All of our free shirts are gone. Tell us more about our shirts.
We did get 50 shirts that were kind of gifted to us. Those came in yesterday. So it was late in the afternoon, so I haven't gone through all of them yet, but we do have them. I will distribute them if you are signed up. I do have, there's a question about, I may have some extra shirts that haven't been spoken for yet. So,
okay, so there's still a couple places to get registered and get free
yes,
T-shirts.
yes. And please sign up. The sign up is up there on that little bulletin board in between the loft area and the training area. I don't really know what those, if there's names for those rooms. Yes.
How are we doing on signups?
We have right now 55 people that have committed to Red Day. I have one council member. We've got some sponsors that have agreed they're going to help us out too. We do have some agents that have got some friends that are going to join them. And then I have put some communication out to a couple of news crews. So I don't have confirmation that they're going to be here, but we'll see. So.
I just wanted to let you know that I've got 6 extra people coming. Wow.
Sweet.
Possibly 8. Those are still TBD, but I know I've got 6 for sure.
Okay,
That's
well, you can put
amazing.
those on that list, and then because what I'm going to do with the list is I'm going to split those up, and so we can have a little bit of organization and make sure people know where they need to go, communicate with them properly, addresses and whatnot, check-ins, and,
They've only got permission to do.
Sorry.
Wakey, wakey.
They've only got permission to do the Arlington Animal Shelter.
okay.
It's our church missionaries, and they've got permission to do that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, put
We'll
them on
get
that
together
list, and
afterwards
we'll do
talk
that.
about that. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Teresa. We appreciate you. So, guys, this is Dorian Strong. I just want y'all to know that she is. That's her right there. She won. You won the training award. What do you mind? All right, sorry.
That is a response.
That's how you respond. So, see why I had to go back? All right, guys, so we're going to do a panel. Michiko, would you mind coming up? Lakeisha, Jenny. Carnisha said she was screeching in. She may have not got here yet. Okay. Come on up, ladies. We're going to talk about why should I buy a house? Why should I buy a house?
Way to go, Jenny.
All right.
Way to go, Michiko.
Oh, I love your dress. So pretty.
Just in case y'all get stuck, here you go. Thank you. It goes down.
We need a church blanket.
A church blanket.
Got one in the office, didn't bring it.
Just in case you need something. Just in case you need some. I did email, but it was like a few minutes ago. Okay. All right. So, welcome, ladies. We appreciate you being here. Good morning. All right. So, we're going to start with Jenny and want you to introduce yourself. Tell me how long you've been in the business. How many buyers are you working with right now?
So my name is Jenny Alamari. I started last year. It's my first year in real estate, and currently I'm working with 1 investor and 2 buyers.
Nice. All right, pass it on to Lakeisha.
Oh my God, okay. I answered the same question.
Yep, tell us your name, how long
Okay.
you been in the business,
Hi.
and how many buyers are you working with?
Okay, my name is Lakeisha Williams. I've been in the business since 1999. I started when I was 10, in case y'all trying to calculate my age. Okay. I I know. And I know. It started
She's a
early.
prodigy.
Right? And right now, I am actively working with 5 buyers.
Nice.
Yeah, 5 buyers.
Love it.
My name is Michiko Jackson. I have been an agent with KW for almost 10 years. It'll be 10 in October. I am currently working with 4 buyers, 2 that are under contract, 1 I hope to have, 5 buyers. 1 I hope to have under contract by this weekend. 3 of them are new construction.
Oof. Keep the mic. No, we're going to start with you, Michiko. All right. So, is there well, I see that you have some gray hair. So, are buyers easy? I have gray hair too. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Next time. All right. We'll start this over. Michiko, are buyers easy to work with?
I think if you set the expectation in the beginning, it can be an easier process. I would not say that anything is easy. Like I said, if you, in your buyer's consult, you establish a working relationship, then it can be easier than the alternative if you don't.
So communication up front.
Has to be.
Lots of it. Okay.
I
Are
agree.
buyers easy?
Yes.
I love that.
Buyers are easy, kind of like what Michiko said. If you establish yourself in the beginning as a professional, you set the tone, you set the standard. So if you're having a lot of problems with the buyers, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that means that you didn't do something right in the beginning. I was just talking to Gabby and Miss Sherry yesterday. I was talking to her yesterday, and I was saying, always do your buyer's consultations in the office. Do you know why? Establish yourself as the professional. This is your office. Let them see that you are a professional realtor. Talk to them. Let them see, because they get off that elevator, they walk in, they're like, wow, I do it every day when I come to the office, and I work here. So imagine what the buyers will say. So setting that tone, letting them know you're the professional, letting them see you have a team, letting them know you're established with your partners and the people that you work with, that builds trust. And once they trust you, they'll do just about anything you ask them to do.
That's right. That's right. All right, Jenny, are buyers easy? You work with investors.
I think buyers are easy because if you position yourself in a certain way, they kind of come to you already looking, and then you're just helping them open the way and accomplish these dreams that they've always wanted. So I think if you're professional, but you have to have a dialogue with them and they see you're a real person, they're going to choose you and you're going to guide them over just, Zillow, looking online, and all these other platforms that we compete with.
Okay, keep the mic.
Okay.
Tell me, what is the first thing that you're going to do with your buyers? We talked about the consultation. So you had a consultation.
Okay.
You've come to this agreement where now they trust you. Now you're going to just spew real estate information on them, or what are you going to do next?
Well, a lot of it is covered not only in the consultation, but pre-consultation. Sometimes I just ask a lot of questions, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Sometimes they might be a little bit personal, like, what are you comfortable monthly payments? And just, this is our job as professionals, to get all the information for them, and then we let them know it's because we want the best for you in mind. So then they're comfortable with just, who else? Like, if you want your car fixed, you're going to tell them everything that's wrong with it and everything you're looking for and everything you want them to do. So when you come off like asking the right questions, you automatically are like the professional,
Okay, love that. Thank you. All right, Lakeisha.
You said next step after
Next
the
step
buyer's
after the consultation.
Okay.
Now what's the next step?
Oh, it's game time. So I put the ball in their court, because I've done my part. I've brought you to my office. I've given you the cute little basket. If y'all ever seen my baskets that I do for my consultations, I've given you a timeline from start to finish. You're the buyer. We're here. The goal is here to get the keys, wave the little sign at the title company, take some pictures, pop a bottle of champagne or whatever we're doing that day. All the things in between that happen, I go through that timeline with them in the consultation. So now I put it back on them. This This is what you told me your time frame was. This is what you told me your goal was. So as long as you're looking at those houses, you're doing your drive-bys to make sure you like the outside, the neighborhood, because I established that in the buyer's consultation. We're not sending me 5, 6, 7, 8 houses. No, I need you to drive the houses. Make sure you like the drive. It's good for you, for work, for church, for all the things
So
you
you're
do.
giving them homework.
Oh yeah, in the beginning.
Okay, so tell us exactly what is their homework. They got to drive by a house?
Yeah, I'm setting them up immediately in that consultation on a auto email to receive the properties that they want. I tell them to identify the ones they want, mark them as a favorite, so they'll come to me and I'll see it. But you drive it and make sure this is what you want. Because how many times have you pulled up to a house and you waiting on your client to get out the car and they're sitting there like, and they're looking, they don't even want to get out the car. Because now they're there and they realize, I don't like this street. It's too many cars parked. I don't like the way the other houses look. I don't like the way the neighbors look. That's how I know you didn't do your drive-by. Because if you did your drive-bys, you would know, right? So I tell them, go do that. Because when you're with me, we're going from house to house to house to house. You won't have that time to drive around the neighborhood and make sure you like everything, right? So I tell them to do that and only send me the houses that, and this is the key word, if we walk into that house and we see it today and you like it, we're writing a contract today. Ooh. That's a lot of responsibility.
I love it, and you've given them the power to do that.
Yeah, I'm giving you the power to do that. You've told me what you want. I've identified what you want. I've sent it to you. If you like what we look at today, only send me the houses that you are ready to write a contract on. I'm also establishing to them the time. Like, we're not just looking to be looking. We're looking to write a contract. That is what we're looking at houses for today.
Expectation up front, so that they're not surprised when you ask that question when you get to the house. So, okay, you really like this, this, and this. For some reason, they feel like we are on HGTV, and so they want to tell us.
So are you giving them an HGTV experience?
They want to tell us everything that they love about the house, and then they'll tell us what they don't like about it. Okay, so what's your end decision here? So I like that you're setting the expectation up front. If you like this house, what are you wanting to offer for it?
Yeah, we're right now first.
Yeah, that's good.
Keep the mic. All right, so how do you handle, I just want to wait. I'm not ready to buy a house. I'm just going to wait. I know I gave you a timeline, but I'm just waiting.
So hopefully you're keeping up with the current market stats and you're able to share with them, listen, if you do wait or if you decide to wait, this is what could possibly happen with the interest rates, or this is what could possibly happen with the prices of the homes. Especially with me doing new construction, this is what will happen with new construction. So you have to know, the market that you're working in. And you're not placing fear in them, you're educating them. And hopefully, this is what you've been doing all along. And so they're trusting your judgment on this.
Love it.
Yes, I love what Michiko said. My eyes got big because I don't know. I was sitting here thinking, like, what would I say? I might, be ready to chuck
You've
them or
covered it
something.
so much
Hold
that they
on,
don't even
this is
think
not
about
recorded right.
Yes.
Dang it. Scratch, y'all didn't hear that. I think it goes back to what we go back to, right? What is our why? What did they tell me about in the consultation? How good did I do in the consultation? Because if your lease is up or you're living with family and you have to move because your kids are tearing up your mom and dad's house and they want you to get out, or whatever the reasoning is, you're getting married, you're getting divorced or whatever, I go back to what those reasonings are because it has to make sense for me, right? So if you told me your lease is up, you have to move, you saved your money, we're not looking at houses or doing anything unless I have a pre-approval, it's something missing. Maybe they have a friend who have a cousin who was a realtor and maybe they're trying to go work with them or something, but I'm going to get to the meat of it because that's not going to make sense to me if we've identified in our buyer's consultation, what was going on. So I love what Michiko said too, knowing the market, going back to what happened. The builder just had a price increase. I talked to a builder yesterday about a property that I'm selling in a community where he's still actively selling in. And he was like, we just got a price increase. I was like, well, how much is the house right now? He said, oh, we just got a price increase going in effect on the 1st. So knowing those kind of things, it's like, hey, you want to wait wait, but this house is going up in a day, 2 days, yesterday. So I agree with you, knowing the market, knowing what's going on, being educated on interest rates, also understanding the changes. Like if there is a change in price, what does that do for their mortgage payment? So pairing with your loan officer, making them your partner to say, hey, can you call Michiko and just tell her, like, if we wait, send her an estimated fee sheet on what it will be if that house goes up or if that interest rate goes up, and just kind of talk to her about it. Lean on your partners to help you, because they will help you because they want to close, your client as well. So lean on your partners to help you with that part of it. If you're not strong enough or you don't feel confident enough having those kind of conversations about the money part, let your mortgage person do it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Stay in
use your
lane.
partners.
Definitely stay in your lane. Love it.
Yeah.
There's a resource that will protect.
Microphone. Thank you.
There's a resource that your lender can provide you that shows the difference between what a house would have cost a year ago or 2 years ago versus, what it will cost now. So if you could share that with your buyer, then that can kind of also give them information on what it looks like, if they decide to wait.
Okay. All right, Jenny, they told you they're going to wait.
So if you already had the buyer consultation, it means they have an idea in their mind that they want to buy a house. And so if you got that far, the next step immediately is, okay, are you pre-qualified? If they've taken the step to get pre-qualified, most likely they're not going to be like, let's wait. After that, you put the ball in their court. You're pre-qualified, and I could connect you to a couple lenders. It'll take a few days, and by this weekend, we can be looking at homes, for you to move into. So I kind of set the expectation. I don't rush them or push them, but I'm like, let's go, and they're so excited, and I'm excited, and they just move along quickly, and if they do decide, like they say, okay, I want to wait, most people buy on emotion and pain point. So if you can kind of pinpoint that along with some logic, like you say, interest rates will go up. Look at these homes that already sold less than 10 days on the market. And mostly they just want to be pre-qualified. They want to be homeowners in something that they're comfortable with paying, and they want to go see the homes. So if you can kind of set that up, and by this time next week, we're going to set up a tour for you to look at some possible homes that, we're going to move forward on. They're along with that. You don't want to overcomplicate it or just spew too much information to them too, Pick on the pain points, go forward on it. And, if they're saying let's wait before they're even pre-qualified, then that's a lead that you kind of nurture. I'm not saying on the back burner, but you nurture along the way. But if you have someone who's pre-qualified, buyer consultation, they're ready to go, and you got to be moving forward on that.
Love it. I love it. So you did touch on the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is emotional versus logical decision making. As agents, we have to keep them in the logic. How do you keep them in this is a logical move for them?
Well, like they say, lenders can provide a lot of material for us to share, but homes always appreciate over time. It's just a proven fact. Homes were not less value than they were 10 or 20 years ago. They're always increasing. And then you have equity and the things you could do with that besides renting, So
you just keep it to the facts.
Yeah, keep to the facts.
Love it. Okay, pass it on. How do you keep their emotions in check, keep it logical, keep things, helping them make the decision that, yes, I'm buying a house?
It really all depends on the client, because one thing about me, like I'm me all the time. So if we have to have what I call a come to Jesus meeting, I'm put my hand down and be like, okay, so what's going on? What we doing? Why are we changing? Talk to me, because you told me, again, putting back on them what you told me you wanted to do, what you told me your goals were, what you told me your timeline was, and I'm doing everything I can to make this happen for you. So what is going on?
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll tell you, oh, well, we decided not to get married, or, I forgot to pay my car note. I was so caught up in doing this and I forgot. They'll start to tell you some of the things. Now you overcome the challenge. You find out what it really is that's the problem, because they're probably not going to lead with telling you what the real reason is that they want to stop. So if you establish that trust, like we talked about in the beginning, they will tell you. It may be a little embarrassing for them or whatever, but they will tell you what's wrong. And you just be ready to be Superman or Supergirl and overcome whatever that challenge is for them. Because it could be something that's really not a challenge for you, or something that you can help them to get around, but they don't know that. So you just have to help them around what that challenge is. And if not, then don't waste your time. Like you said, nurture them, put them on whatever your process is, and move on. I only want to work with people that want to work with me just as bad as I want to work with them. And if you don't, then I'm not your realtor, because I go hard for my clients. So you have to go hard for me too. And if you're not, then we're not a good match. You know, back in the day, y'all, my mama used to say, all money ain't good money. Okay. So if it's not going to work, then it's just not going to work. And we're going to move on, and we're going to find somebody that's going to work. Okay, so don't spend a lot of time. I'm not saying disregard them, but know when to walk away if they're just not going to do what they need to do. But try to help them to overcome that challenge.
Love it. All right, Michiko, emotion versus logic.
All of the above. But also removing your own emotion, removing your own
For sure.
logic. Because it's not you, obviously. It's you need to figure out what's going on with your buyer. And if you get emotionally involved, there will be no come to Jesus meeting. So I think you have to remove your own emotions from it.
I love that. All right, so keep the mic. Okay, so we're going to fast forward. We've found the house, we've put it under contract, it's closing day, we've done our things. Tell me, what does closing day look like? Follow-up look like? Do you stay in a relationship with them? Tell me, what does it look like after the transaction? And then we'll take questions.
Okay, so closing day, I have a gift for my buyers. We celebrate at the closing table, and then we also kind of do a little celebration at the actual home. The follow-up. Follow-up is a week later, because I want to know that everything is good. If it's not, which is weird, because if something is not good, why wouldn't you call me the day
Before
of,
the week?
or the two? Bother me. I need to know so we can talk about this. But normally I'll call and follow up with them like a week later. And my continual follow-up is after, like within that first year, like every couple of months.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, love it. All right. Closing day. I know it's got to be a lot, right?
Right.
Oh, here we go.
And I love that. So closing day is super fun. It's a party. I do a lot of things from, I know one client, it was his birthday, a mature client, and they were relocating here from Lubbock. So I rented a Mercedes Sprinter van, and it was him, his wife, the daughter, the granddaughter, picked them all up, had a birthday cake on the van, the Sprinter van when they got on, kind of made it like a birthday party for him in the midst of us driving an hour to the title company, because it was somewhere really far. It wasn't an hour, it was probably like 50 minutes, but still. And just, making it special. All my clients, my signature is Tiffany & Company, so all my clients they love to see the little blue bag from Tiffany & Company at closing, and all the edible arrangements or tip treats or whatever I do. But after that, like, I don't go away. Like, I'm that parasite that just holds on to my clients. I go to the birthday parties. I go to the anniversary parties. I go to the divorce parties. I go to the baby showers. I go to all the things. And I go to the funerals, sadly. But I just go as me. But what are my clients saying? This is my realtor. Like, and people are like, what? My realtor not coming to, our funerals, our kids' baby showers, and, our kid got their their first apartment, I'm showing up, for the apartment warming or whatever, and obviously trying to make them buy a house. But whatever things are going on that my clients are sharing with me, I'm going. But going back to that buyer's consultation and doing the process, my clients love me and I love them, and I've established that. So they want to invite me. So I try my darndest to go. I can't go to everything, but if I don't go, I send a gift, or I send some food, or I send, whatever. I send something to make sure that I have a presence there. 99% of my business is referrals. I don't really do marketing. I'm trying to get better at it, but it's just, I'm trying to get better at the whole social media and mailers and all the things. But I spend my time and emotions into my clients. They are my little army. They are saying, call Lakeisha. She's going to do everything. They even tell them she's the insurance person. She's the lender. She's the home warranty. She's the appraiser. I'm like, I'm really not. But that's the perception that they think, because I handle as much as I can for them. I do put some responsibility on them, but I lay it out to them that makes it easy for them. So they think like she's going to do everything. She has all the people. And I really do. So that's my thing, is I stay in touch with them. I have an assistant now who makes sure they're on a smart plan. We put their home anniversary, their birthdays. We try to put as much information in there. So use that. Use your systems and let them send them. And when they close as a buyer, we switch them and we put them on a bi-weekly neighborhood drip campaign through your smart plan to send them insights on their property. Also, Mike, you're gonna love this, Home HUD. I think we got our 4,489 of my contacts into Home HUD finally. But I'm noticing now, we've been working this for about 3 weeks now, that I'm starting to get those emails. Use Home Hub, y'all. It's a free source for us where they're opening them, and I played around with it. It's giving them information, insights, equity, contractors. It's giving them all kind of stuff. So now, what are they going to do? They're going to go there whenever they need something, and they're going to see me. And they can only go so far until it says contact Lakeisha. I love that. I found that out the other night. So use your resources that we have here. We have so many resources to help us stay in front of our buyers. So stay in front of them, because when they close, they're going to tell everybody about you, and they will refer people to you.
Love that.
Sorry.
All right, Jenny. What does closing day look like?
Well, obviously, I need to step up my game because
I think we all do now.
I'm very simple. I don't do all those things, but I get something mindful that's usually custom, something from Etsy that has the family's name on it. Sometimes a chopping board, put together a basket, pre-prepare them. I think this was an important step. Let them know what they need to expect, because sometimes they're like, I didn't know we were going to take pictures. I didn't know this. So, if you can kind of let them know it's a moment to celebrate, we're going to take pictures. But a lot of times throughout the whole process, you just showing up and fixing all their problems, they're so grateful that they will bring me a gift. And sometimes I'm so shy because I'm like, I'm supposed to, I'm doing this for you. And they're just so grateful along the way. And they're usually calling me before I get to call them on a weekly, just saying how grateful they are. When you're showing up and you're doing all the things you need to do, it makes it easier because it just becomes almost like a friendship, and then you put them on the smart plans and it helps you keep up, and you need to keep up with their anniversaries and kids' dates. Anything that information you get along the way, you sending a note card, a postcard, or a text message and a call during that time, it just really helps,
Love it. All right, give these ladies a round of applause. Y'all stay sitting. All right, so we're going to open this up to questions. Okay. So y'all pass around my mic, and I'm going to pass around this mic. Okay, so I know we have a question way in the back. Now listen, guys, this is not about a specific client. This is about a process or a system that you're wanting to ask them about.
I'm going to ask, for someone like me who... I just made a big purchase last year. I just bought a brand new car. But I also want to buy a house, but I don't feel like I'm prepared because I just bought the car. Am I going to put myself in a hole, or can you help me get out of a hole? That way they don't collide and cause me to have to file bankruptcy in a year and a half. Pretty much.
That's pretty extreme, but yeah, okay. All right.
So I would say the first thing that I would recommend for my clients, I don't know if you guys, but the lender knows all of that. They pull up everything. They can guide you. They're the financial part. And we as realtors, we partner with that. So they're going to see exactly what they can help you put on a game plan to what you need to do. I mean, there was someone who closed on a house last month. They just brought a brand new car, and they were still able to get a home. You know, so you never know. I would say don't guess. Just talk to a professional, the lender.
That's it.
Love
Yep, we agree with you.
Any questions? Surely we got questions. Jackson, you have a question. I know you do.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll help.
Come on, you got one.
He's cogitating.
We might need Michiko. Look at his face. We might need a Michiko answer. I'm nervous.
They answered a lot of the questions. This is hard.
So how do you handle the objection of
Ingrid has
interest rates?
No.
How do you handle interest rates?
Like, we're going to wait till it goes down.
Maybe, yeah. Interest rates. How do you handle interest rates? These interest rates are so crazy.
My response to that is, well, you're renting right now, so you're paying 100% interest rate. So would you rather pay 100% or 7%? Which one you want? Right? Because if they're renting,
You can always, depending on the market, you can always refinance. Not saying that it'll happen this year, but if you were able to get in the house and you're okay with making that payment for now, just keep watching the market and see if you can refinance later.
and again, what did I say earlier? Call your lender. You'll be surprised. The difference in a quarter of a rate or half of a rate or 3/4 of a rate may only be $50 a month. Like, we're not losing a deal over $50 a month. Like, it's just not happening. But they don't know that. Even 1%. Like, call the lender and say, hey, do me a favor real quick. Can you do me an estimated fee sheet at 5.75 and at 6.75? Leave all the numbers the same and send it to your client. Send it to our client. And I'm going to call the client back and say, hey, check your email and pull it up. Let's talk about it. And when they see the difference in the payment, then I ask them, so are we going to lose the house over $75 a month or $100 a month? Take your lunch 2 to 3 times a week to work. Don't go out. Yeah, I tell them that. Don't go to Starbucks a few times. I help them to think of the way. And then what do they say? Oh, okay, I can do that. I didn't know that. I thought that it was going to be like a big difference. Okay, let's move forward.
I also think you need to use the partners that you have with your business. Sometimes you can contact your insurance person and see if maybe there is a lower payment that they can have for their insurance payment that may be able to, help them lower their monthly payment.
Yeah.
And also remember that you are not the lender. So if they have interest questions, send them back to the lender.
Love it. Ingrid, you got a question for us?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, here's my first one. As your buyer, I understand that there's seller financing available. I want to go after one of those kinds of things. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely. Now, for me, that's not as comfortable for me because I don't like it. But it's kind of like what she said: get out of your own head, right? I'm going to try to find a way, if I can, out of no way, for us to not go that route, because I just feel like there's so many things that can happen, and it could have absolutely nothing to do with me. But if it falls apart, it's going to have everything to do with me. So I would rather you get your money. You pay your money at closing, everybody go their separate ways. But it's kind of like what you were saying, like maybe I have to get out of my own head and be open to those type of situations. But it's the seller financing, if your buyer wants to do seller financing.
Oh, yeah, especially with investors. They're always asking for that.
I mean, I think if you have attorneys and title companies that are familiar with it, personally, if the seller's open to it, buyer's open to it, and they can make it work, I just like to guide it, make sure it's professional, make sure it's legal. I don't see a problem with it. Yeah. There's a solution for everyone, and we can be more open-minded.
So I'm gonna call Jeannie.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I also Gosh, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also have to do what my client is asking. So if I have to research and find that needle in the haystack that can happen for them and make sure that I involve all of the proper resources to help us get to the closing table legally, then yeah, I'll make it, yeah.
Heavy on the legally.
Heavy on the legally. Then I will make it happen for them, because again, that's what my client has requested. But I'm also going to present them with other alternatives.
Yeah. Can we add your mama to the loan? You got a brother-in-law?
Like the
somebody
lender's going to be on speed dial with that one. So.
Can I ask one more?
Yeah.
Okay, so really one more is we could do better at follow-up. So how in the world are you present, Lakeisha, at all of these events?
Are you
Why
my
would they yes,
Are you my
why would
Facebook
they be
friend?
asking you to come
Vincent.
to the baby shower? I mean, that's probably pretty common, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't go to everything, but if they invite me, I really try to come. The most recent, unfortunately, my client, her husband passed away. But within that family, I had sold like maybe 4 or 5 houses. So when she had called me immediately when he got sick, you know, I went to the hospital and he was there for a couple of weeks before he passed away. And so, of course, when the funeral came, you know, I just went. I just go. I just make it happen. You don't really know all the time what's going to happen. But if they invite me and they let me know ahead of time, I just make it a part of my schedule to go. To me, I want to go and I want to be there, but I know how important it is to show up for the people who have shown up for you. And so for me, that's nurturing that relationship. I don't want the relationship to end at closing. I want the relationship to continue. So for me, that's part of the relationship continuing, and it just comes naturally because it's just who I am and just what I like to do. So it's just a no-brainer for me. If you invite me, I'm in town, I could come, then I'm going to come. It's just that simple for me because it's important to me.
Even if you just show up just to say, hey, I'm sorry I can't stay, but I brought sorry. Even if you just show up to say, you know, hey, I can't stay, but I brought a gift. So here's the gift, and thank you so much for inviting me. Like, that means the world to them. You took the time out to at least show up, say hello, kiss the babies, and go on about your business.
Can I say one more thing? One more thing about that. And here's the best thing. You know what I get a lot? And I got it at the funeral. Oh, so you're Lakeisha. You're who we heard so much about. And I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, hey, that's me, you know. So that lets me know that my clients are telling them, my realtor this, my realtor that, my realtor this. Oh, so you're Lakeisha, you're the realtor. And they introduce me as, hey, this is my realtor. I'm at the funeral. Oh, hi, I'm Lakeisha. That's my name, you know. I don't even go in with no real estate stuff purposefully. And I wear my Don't Miss the Bus shirts and all of that. You know, I do stuff. But I intentionally don't go with any of that because I'm just showing up for you. And I know that quite naturally you're going to find a way to bring me into the conversation. And then I'm just going to talk to the people like I talk to everybody. And I'm going to leave there with a client. I mean, it's just how it happens. It's just how it goes, so.
At the funeral. Got it. Okay, I know all you ladies are very great at what you do, and you make it seem very easy. However, I know that cannot be the case. You do have a challenging or had a challenging client out there. So tell me this, what was your biggest challenge with the buyer? And truly, honestly, how long did it take you to service that client?
I haven't had any, so I can't. Oh, my worst.
Can you think of one? Well, thank God for Jesus. Can you think of one? I'm trying to think.
Not yet.
My worst one was with the seller. I'm trying to think of with the buyer. I think most recently a situation I had, Mr. Run, was we pulled the credit, got the pre-approval, went out shopping, wrote a contract, did everything. Then when the lender went, I say this was roughly about 2 weeks later, no more than 3, to run it through the DU system, which is desktop underwriting, to get the approved eligible. I did mortgages for about 7 years, so I know enough to be dangerous with that. They were recently late on a car note. 30 days late after we had originally pulled the credit. So that was not in the bingo card for them to be late. But my hat goes off to Charlamagne Armstrong with Gold Financial Services. She was creative enough. That is a good plug, right? She had them to pay the car off, right? Pay the car off. This just happened. I can show you. We just closed a couple of weeks ago. She had them to pay the car off and had them to write a letter explanation to explain why they were late. So her story to the underwriter was, hey, okay, so this is what happened. They had this challenge to come up. Yes, the 30-day late happened. It was the only one they had in the last 12 months on a car. But they paid the car off, and here's the proof. And she sent it in to the credit bureau to get it updated that the car was paid in full, and we closed. Now, that was tragic. We had paid like double the earnest money because we were trying to beat out, the offer, and we figured it was coming back. We were putting down a 10% down payment, so we really didn't care. So that was part of the strategy. So I was like, oh, my God. And I told him, hey, it's a possibility you could lose your earnest money because of this. So whatever she says we need to do, we need to do. They paid the car off and it worked. So for me, I think that was my biggest challenge because he had everybody calling me from his family. He was upset. And I'm like, you were late on the car payment, that we didn't know about. But we got around it. But I think that was the hardest thing. And it is very emotional because now buyers get creative. Well, can we talk to somebody else? So what can I do? They come up with all this stuff. And I'm like, no, we got to fix this challenge right here. And we're going to fix it. We're going to find a way. And if we can't, I always give them the alternative. We may or may not get the earnest money back. We may have to wait and let your credit, come back after this, So what does that look like? Just talk about it head on. Be honest. Whatever is going on, don't try to hide it or not be upfront with them. Just talk about it and find a solution because that makes it worse because they're going to say, well, why you didn't say anything about this a week ago? Or why you didn't tell me about this? Because, again, it's emotional now, right? So you become the person that's now blamed for everything. So be honest and say, hey, this is a problem. Like, this is a huge challenge. I don't know if we're going to get around it, but I'm going to do my best to try to work through. I've already talked to XYZ. This is what they said we're going to do. Can you do this? Okay, this should work, but if it doesn't, what are we going to do? So just be honest.
I was like racking my brain trying to remember if I've had like a very challenging client. And I've had a few, but we overcame things and got back, they tried to take it left and I brought it back right. But there is one, right? There is one, it wasn't so much of the client was a challenge, but he passed away while buying a house with the daughter.
Are you dead serious?
Really? Go to the corner, Ray. Nose in the corner. Nose in the corner.
There's no way.
Nose in the corner. 10 minutes on 1 foot.
You know what? Here you go, Kristen.
So
We got time for one more question.
Okay.
Ryan. Don't forget the mic.
I don't think I can follow that up. Crazy.
that was good.
But mine is all of you is working with more than 2-3 buyers at a time. What's your process of dealing with multiple buyers and guiding them through the process at the same time?
Good question.
Say it louder so we can hear you.
Oh,
Here we go.
here we go. Pass the mic.
Command helps me a lot. I'm able to stay on track with what's happening because I actually use Command the way that it's supposed to be used, like by tracking what's going on with my client, adding their documents, making sure that they are, making sure that, I'm a person who likes to check things off, and so Command helps me do that. I'm also able to, I like the way we can move things along in Command, move it from active to this part to that part. So yeah, I really like Command for that.
Okay, how do you keep track of your people?
No, Jenny.
And make sure y'all are Make sure you're contacting the lender at least once a week when you're working with an active buyer that you have under contract. Recently, I had a buyer who is out of state. He's a referral. The lender is not big on communication. It's a new construction buyer, and they are not big on communication. And so I had to like literally hunt these people down, only to find out that they were trying to work through an obstacle. And I'm like, well, why hadn't you called me? Like, no email, no nothing. And they were like, we actually haven't been able to get in contact with the buyer. Okay, call me so I can. I called the buyer. We got everything that they needed. We're back on track now, but we're supposed to be partners in this. So make sure you are keeping in contact with your lender partners at least once a week with an active buyer, especially if he's under contract.
Right. Yep. Okay, so I'm not as great as Michiko at that. I do use command, but mainly to get paid. I'm just gonna be honest. So if you come to my office, like I'm a writer downer, so I have a big board in my office. Who's been in my office? And I write all my clients. Teresa, so Vincent, I write all my clients on there, address, everything. If I got it set up, well, Deshaun does. If it's a buyer, seller, just not talking to them, whatever. And that's how I keep. When I come to the office, I look at the board and I just go down the list and I call everybody. I send emails. I see what's going on. I text them. Some clients are high touch where I got to call and talk to them. Some of them I could just send a text. Some of them I could send an email. But I do all of those things every week at some point, not every day, but I do enough to make sure that I stay visible and that they know I'm on top of it. I also ask my partners, I see one of my partners here, Vincent Green with Allstate Insurance, another plug. Woo woo. Okay, sorry. But he knows, like, I'm very hands-on. So when I email, I'm emailing him when I get the client and we go into contract. What do I say, Vincent? Here's your date of birth. Here's the day we're closing. Here's the address. Here's how much we're paying for the house. Can you please send us over a quote and CC me on it? When I see that quote coming through, that's a reason to call. Hey, Mr. Washington, did you see the quote that Vincent sent over? What do you think? Is that good? Are we moving forward? Again, Vincent and his team has it, but for my client, he knows that I'm on top of it. The lender, I asked them to CC me on emails. Hey, Mr. Washington, did you see that they need your updated paycheck stub? Did you already send that over? Oh, Lakeisha, I sent that. Say, awesome, you're on top of it. All right, have a great day. So just staying involved. It may take you 2 minutes, a minute on a call, but it means the world to the buyer to know that they're not in this by themselves. So just stay active with it. But short answer, I have a notebook and I have my board, and that's how I keep up with my stuff.
I think that's good. I think once you go under contract, the very important dates, like if you're trying to manage multiple people, at least have a checklist for each person and then put it on your calendar. So it's going to give you the reminders, like this day option period ends, this day financial period ends. So, and the address, and then it's just, you could put it on your Apple, your calendar on your phone. And that's a perfect way to keep up with that, I think. Do that. Okay.
Transaction coordinator, that's my answer.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for being here. Y'all give them a round of applause. All right, did we learn a lot? Okay, good. All right, guys, so follow us on social media, not the official Lone Star page for agents, but our public-facing Facebook page, because we're going to give you social media things for you to share with your clients, whether it's buyers or sellers, whether it's recruiting, whether it's growing businesses. We're going to share things with you that you can just grab it and put it on your own social media. And this is just one of the first ones we got going on. So Market Center announcements. We're going to move through these quickly. Is lunch here and we're ready to, okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so you guys have noticed there's all these little tiny ducks everywhere. Anybody notice any ducks? Yes. All right, so we are having a duck hunt. And the reason why we put the tiny ducks up is because there are so many wonderful things in and around this office. And I want you to stop and look at the office. I want you to stop and read the announcements that are going on. See, even on this table right here, we have AI marketing information. It gets to a point to where we walk around the office, we see the same thing over and over again. So what the ducks are doing is they're making you look. So we're going to continue with the duck hunt. And snap a picture of your duck and something that's close by that you find valuable in the office. Yes? Did you find a duck over here? Yes, ma'am.
I haven't been looking for the ducks, but recently I've had several of my clients come here to do business. And every time they come here, they're going, wow, I had no idea you worked at a place like this. And I've had an opportunity, I'll say, do you want to have a tour?
Yes.
Oh, yes, and when they come through and they look at who we are, they think, we got it going on here.
We do. Yeah, they do think that. I love that. Thank you, Ingrid. That's what the duck hunt is for. So find the duck, keeps the duck. The ducks will keep showing up. All right, so as I said, we have AI Marketing Playbook with Patrick Ferry coming up on May 7th. Get registered for that. Actually, it's going to be streaming here, so I believe it's at 2, isn't it? Because it follows right after committee day. And then
You can also, if you cannot, just absolutely cannot be here, let us know and we'll make sure you, some kind of way get a recording or something.
Perfect. And then May 14th is Red Day. Definitely get involved with that. We also have May 15th, Keller Williams YP will be here, which is Young Professionals. They are going to spend some time with our Emerging Leaders table, and then he will also still be here for questions. So if you want to ask questions to Keller Williams YP, it's called Keller Williams Young Professionals because it's everybody under 30. So I'm looking at you, Jordan. Oh, it's under 40. I thought those guys were old. Anyways. I was like, wow, that's YP. I'm YP. All right. So then we also have career visioning. You'll definitely have to register for that. It's for something if you're growing a team. We definitely teach you how to do that, and it's May 20th and 21st. We have a real estate market update. You're welcome to scan this QR code and get those updates. We also have we've partnered with insurance. Straight line coverage. If you haven't scanned this QR code and asked them to check your insurance rate, you are not saving money. So, phones up, scan the QR code, ask Ethan for a quote. Any more phones up? Oh, one before that too. Okay, one more. Okay. Everybody good? All right. All right. Then we also have Canva template library. George, you want to put your phone up on this one too? This is where our Canva templates are there. They're branded. The colors are right. Everything is good on it. All right. Judah likes this one. All right. So we're going to get to lunch now. We have some sponsors. Where's
Jacob?
Jacob had to leave.
Jacob had to leave?
But Jacob is with Tarrant Roofing. He's always incredibly supportive of our market center and our agents. Right now is a great time to check up on your clients and ask them if they would like a free overview or look at their roof. So contact Tarrant Roofing.
Thank you. And then we have Haley here with Old Republic Title. Oh, you need a microphone. Judy's got the mic. All right, Haley, you are in between them and lunch.
Okay, I'll be fast. Is this even on?
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It's for YouTube.
It's just for props.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's for YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, so my name is Haley Gann. Our Arlington rep, Tommy, is in Spain, and Robin is in Florida, so this is the perfect time for me to try out this new method with you guys. Normally, we bring a bunch of marketing materials and just leave them out for you, but I am trying something different. I think it will be more beneficial for you. I have this slip, and it just has some of our key things that we can offer, like marketing-wise, listed for you with my card. If you want to write your info down and check anything you'd be interested in receiving, I can get that over to you. Or you can just take my card and then email me if any of this looks appealing. I said this last time, but I can customize these to have your picture on it as well instead of mine. So I was a dance director before this, and all of the events that we planned had to come from my brain and Canva. So I can help you out with any graphics, marketing, customizable needs. Just let me know. But at the end of the day, I just want to connect you with a closer. So this doesn't have to happen for me to connect you with a closer. So let me know if you are interested in getting with any of our Mansfield escrow officers, and I can make that happen as well.
Love it. All right, lights off. Thank you, Haley. We appreciate you. All right, guys, so it is my mission to grow our office. So you all have this red referral in front of you. If you know any agent that we can help, we have an amazing thing going on here. Please fill this form out. There is a metal pocket on the wall in front of my office. And if you don't know where my office is, it's on the other end, way down there. But please fill out your red ticket, put it in my envelope and outside my door, and let's grow the office together. Mr. Williams? Oh, one more thing, sorry.
So I'm going to add to the red referrals. So if there's an agent that you're doing a deal with, have done a deal with, put their name on there and just give it to Christine. Let her call them and let her kind of go over all the amazing things we have here. But I wanted to just introduce one of our new vendors that we have here. We're going to have him come up. Vincent Green, woo, at Allstate. So, and we're going to have Lakeisha come up because Lakeisha referred Vincent to us. And he came right in. He met, saw the office.
He said we were great even. I was
like,
yes.
The office. And he hung around for a long time. And so I just want everyone to see that this is Vincent. His information will be up on our vendor wall. So Vincent, welcome to KW. If you would like to have a few words to say. Woo!
Hey everybody. Pretty much I go where she goes. Ruben is her husband, but he's got to share her with me. We've known each other for a very long time. She's special. Like all the things that she does, it's because that's Lakeisha. Like going to these events, whatever, just truly amazing. But I own an Allstate insurance agency on May 12th, it'll be 30 years. Wow. So I've been doing this a long time. You know, we do homes, autos, boats, motorcycle, business, commercial. We do vacant homes. We do builder's risk. Any type of insurance that you guys can sell, we offer it. The thing about our office is that when you call us or you send us an email or a text message, we take care of that initial concern, make sure they get closed. And then as the family grows and change and adapts, we change, grow at every stage of their lives. One thing I do want to tell y'all about, because sometimes there's a DTI issue, there's something that's called deductible buyback. Y'all know about deductible buyback? Okay, so maybe I'm bringing a little value. Yeah. And so in the event that someone has to have a high deductible in order to make the numbers right, there's a separate policy. It's called a deductible buyback, where they can get a $10,000 or $20,000 deductible. But if they have this policy, the deductible is like $2,500. You can choose a lower deductible amount. So if there's a health claim, for example, they will not have to pay that high deductible on their primary home insurance policy. They can use this supplemental policy, and that will supersede it, and they'll pay their lower deductible. So,
it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, and it runs $200-300 a year. It's cheap. So that's the other thing. So it'll save the cost on the primary home insurance policy, and if they file a claim, they can use this to pay a lower amount. Okay.
Love